Welcome back, folks. In this week's episode, Wave Rover is enjoying some gentle trade winds. Currently she's on a starboard tack. She's broad reaching. The reef main is double reefed and the jib is single reefed. Currently, Wave Rover is broad reaching on a starboard tack. Now I want to change that so she's broad reaching on a port tack, and I'm going to get the Mark III to execute the maneuver. Okay, so we're on a starboard tack. There's the Mark III. First thing we're going to do is we're going to bring the main in, because this is going to be a controlled jibe. Going up to the Mark III, undo the lock nut. Now this is the trailing edge right here, and we want to put the trailing edge over on this side to mark what a broad reach would be. So there we have. Tighten up the nut. Release the jib. Mark III. It's a couple of degrees too far downwind, so I want to maneuver the Mark III so it's a little more upwind. So now I turn it so that the leading edge is coming forward. There we go, that was probably 5 degrees. Tighten up the nut once again, and now we're in business. Concerning the Mark III, I should be referring to the vane as the windward edge, not the trailing edge or leading edge. We're heading approximately southwest. Prior to this, we were heading a little bit higher than west. Today is a special day. It's January 2nd, 2020, and I'm doing a project with Summerside Intermediate School in Summerside, Prince Edward Island, which is my hometown. And the project involves 4 students, and each of them have written a letter that I'm going to put in a bottle, 4 separate bottles, and I'll launch from 4 different geographical locations. So the first location is just northwest of the Cape Verde Islands. I'm approximately 200 miles northwest of the Cape Verde Islands. And the first letter will be the letter from Ty LeBlanc, who's a grade 9 student at Summerside Intermediate School. So Ty, I have a pretty good feeling about this. We're launching this in the North Equatorial Current. So that's going to take this bottle and send it right across the Atlantic, you know, over 2,000 nautical miles to the Americas. And where it ends up, I have no idea, but I have a pretty good feeling that whoever finds this is going to open it. Your contact information, or the information for the school rather, is located in the letter, so they'll hopefully get a hold of you and give you a response. So good luck, Ty. Well, now I'm about to launch Ty LeBlanc's message in a bottle. And I've enclosed a little note from Wave Rover just explaining that it's being launched from Wave Rover and the position that I'm launching it from. So here it goes. Good luck, Ty. You can see the cork is in the bottle. There it goes. Floating nicely. The tack of the reef jib is chafing against the pulpit, so I'm going forward to release the lanyard holding the tack, increase it by about 6 inches, then I'll go to the mast and I'll hoist the halyard to tighten the jib. Wave Rover has been at sea a full 2 weeks, and this video has been all about the second week. And in that time, we found the trade winds. We had about 2 or 3 days at the beginning where we didn't have any trade winds. In fact, we had very light and variable winds, and then we found the trades. And the trades so far have been pretty good, but in the last couple of days, they've become a little bit variable in the sense that both direction and wind speed is variable. So the direction is anywhere from northeast to southeast, and the wind speed is anywhere from about 10 knots to 20 plus. And in there I also have gusts. The seas also have been quite lumpy, and quite often we'll take a wave that'll come into the cockpit. So let me just show you on the chart where we are now and where we're going. Okay, so up here, that white area that I'm pointing to, those are the Canaries. That's where we started. And then let me just make that bright. And then this little blue dot right here, that's where we finished at the end of the first week. And right here, the red arrow, that's where we are right now. So you can see that's North Africa, and the Canaries are located just off of North Africa. And we are headed right across to right about here in the Caribbean. We're not stopping, but we're going through what are the Lesser Antilles all the way over here to Panama. So that's where we are right now. The reason we're heading southwest right now is because, as I said, the winds are quite variable. We have a wind out of the east, and right now I'm broad reaching, and we're going to make a little more southing because I hope to get steadier winds as we get a little further south. When Wave Rover headed south, she found stronger and steadier winds. Here we have winds of about 20 knots with gusts a little bit higher. I'd like to bring to your attention that Wave Rover now has a Patreon page, and you can find a link to that page in the video description below this video. Now, Patreon is a way that you, the viewer, can support the production of these videos. So this is Wave Rover wishing you fair winds and have a wonderful week.